During the space race, the Soviet Union decided to focus itself on Venus. It sent countless probes and satellites to the planet, while the United States decided to focus itself on Mars. And they got very disappointed when they got there. All right. They thought they would find canals, Grand Canals, and water and everything. But instead, they found a lifeless rock, so to speak. A lifeless rock. It's a desert planet with high winds, dust devil storms. You name it, Mars has it. It's at least what you would call researchable. When the Soviet Union sent probes to Mars, landers on Mars, it could only sit there on the surface for 15, 20 minutes before the probe melted. So it was like a 1, 2, 3 punch. You didn't get much data over on Venus. So there you go. So at Mars, you find a lot of oddities there. You have conspiracy theories with the door. You have you have evidence of vast oceans that once graced its surface, continents. But NASA believes that 4.5 billion years ago, it was like that. It was Earth-like. But something happened. The planet cooled down, and all life ceased to exist. However, Mars has a very weak magnetic field, so to speak. So the solar radiation from our sun just fries the place and kills everything in its path. So life on its surface right now wouldn't have a chance. But was it always that way? Now, analysis of the Martian soil is showing in the atmosphere, is showing something else. There's bacteria in the rocks, fossilized, but there is an element called xenon 129, and this is an element which is not found in nature. It is found when you enrich uranium. Ouch. So in order to get that would require somewhat of a advanced civilization. That would require nuclear fusion or fission, and Mars was named after the god of war, wasn't it? The god of war. So the soil has that element along with its atmosphere. And it's not hot enough inside the core of planet to sustain a magnetic field. And terraforming the planet under those circumstances would be fruitless. And if we did create a force field, managed to create one, what if it failed? We'd be in a lot of trouble, would we? We'd be in a lot of trouble, even if it failed for a few minutes. So that's out of the question. So people may be asking, if they're watching, what happened? Now, ancient writings, we go to the history books, anything that may shed light on this. There's not much in there. All right. It's just that Mars was mentioned, but some of the stories that I've been hearing, the theories, was Mars isn't actually a planet, it's a moon. It was the moon of Meldeck. I don't know about that. It could be. Who knows? The one theory I do buy is pieces of Meldeck may have knocked some planets out of orbit. It is what it is. But I read a story. This one story. So Mars has an interesting history. This was channeled information, because when I go look at Mars, there's not much to go on. So Mars was actually colonized by Venetian rejects or convicts. And over time, they had to find their way. Then some other people came to the planet, helped colonize it. And then the Martian civilization kind of flourished from there. And then came another group. The people on Mars didn't get along with these people. They were deemed as invaders. They think they were from Orion. Hear that again? Orion. They were advanced, more advanced than Mars was, so to speak. They settled on the planet. Civil War broke out. There was a huge pit. I don't know how to put it. There was like a building. It's like a geothermal plant or something. You know how you drill into the planet for energy? Well, it was like shaped in a pyramid. And they were fighting over control over it. Well, a weapon of mass destruction was thrown in there, trying to take over. Meant much of the population was enslaved. And kaboom. the core of the planet cooled down. Many people died. It looked like a nuclear explosion across much of the planet. That face that you see on the planet, it wasn't man-made, so to speak, and it was, in my opinion. Did you ever hear that that explosions from nuclear weapons of sorts create winds, and they can actually shape rock sometimes? That's what it could be. And Mars didn't die overnight. Once the core of a planet cools down to the point where it has no magnetic, not a strong enough magnetic field, it probably took years for the planet to get to where it is today. But there is a story that I've been hearing that there are some people that live underneath the surface. Mars is inhabited. That can't be proven or disproven. That are the guardians of the planet. From that era. So there are some writings on this planet, some books that haven't been gone through yet from ancient times, such as the Buddhist monks in Tibet. They are very what do you call it, suspicious of foreigners. Then you have the communist government in China breathing down their necks. So there could be a lot more literature. However, I don't believe that all these stories that were told are all fiction.